Friends, we'll study about microbial physiology. Here, first of all, we'll learn about growth, yield, and characteristics of microbial organisms. Growth cycle is the cell division commences immediately and proceeds continuously for a protracted period of time. Prokaryotic cell division follows a geometric progression. That means 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, then 2 to the power 2, then 2 to the power 3, then 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 5, like this, 2 to the power 6, 2 to the power 7 gives rise to 2 to the power 8, then 2 to the power 9, etc. This progression may be expressed as a function of 2 as so function of 2. Okay, the number of the cell present at a given time may be expressed as b equals to 1 into 2 to the power n. The total number of cell b is dependent on the number of generations. N means number of divisions occurring during a given time period. Starting with an inoculum containing more than one cell, the number of cells in the population can be expressed as b equals to a into 2 to the power n, where a is the number of organisms present in the original inoculum. Since the number of organisms present in the population is a function of the number 2, plotting the logarithm of the number, a linear function is obtained, and for convenience, logarithms to the base 10 are used. This is possible because the logarithm to the base 10 of a number is equal to 0.3010 times the logarithm to the base 2 of a number. Solving the equation for n, the number of generations that occur between the time of inoculation and the time of sampling is n equals to log 10 b minus log 10 a divided by 0.3010. The generation time kg and or doubting time may be determined by dividing the time elapsed, that is k, by the number of generation, that is n. The individual generation time, that is the time required for a single cell to divide, is the same for all cells in the population. However, in a given population, the generation times for individual cells vary, so the term doubling time encompasses the doubling time for the total population. Some of the cells in the initial inoculum may not survive this lag phase, and there may be a drop in the number of viable cells. The surviving cells eventually adjust to the new environment and begin to divide at a more rapid rate until conditions in the medium begin to deteriorate. Since plotting the cell number logarithm during this period results in a linear function, this phase of growth is referred to as the logarithm phase, or more correctly the exponential phase. Let's know about generation times of some common bacteria under optimal conditions. Bacterium, first I'll say bacterium, then culture medium and generation time in minutes. Okay. E. coli, Escherichia coli. Culture medium is yeast extract or peptone broth, and generation time is 20 minutes. Bacillus megaterium, that is culture medium is yeast extract, peptone broth. Its generation time is 25 minutes. Streptococcus lactis, that is milk. Culture medium is milk, and generation time is 26 minutes. Staphylococcus aureus, its culture medium is heart infusion broth. Its generation time is 27 to 30 minutes. Lactobacillus acidophilus, its Culture medium is milk, and generation time is 66 to 87 minutes. And Rhizobium japonicum, its culture medium is mannitol salt yeast extract, and time required is 344 to 461 minutes. Mycobacterium tuberculosis, its culture medium is synthetic, and generation time is 792 to 932. Treponema pallidum bacterium, culture medium is rabbit testis, and generation time is 1980 minutes, 1980 minutes. That's all. All cultures of the microorganisms eventually reach a maximum population density in the stationary phase. Exhaust of essential nutrients, accumulation of toxic waste products, depletion of oxygen, or development of an unfavorable pH are the factors responsible for the decline in the growth rate. Although cell division continues during the stationary phase, the number of cells that are able to divide are approximately equal to the number that are unable to divide. Thus, the stationary phase represents an equilibrium between the number of cells able to divide and the number that are unable to divide. The death of organisms in the population results in a decline in the viable population, and the death phase ensues. Now, let's know about major differential features among bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. First, characteristics of morphology. First, I will say characteristic, then bacteria and archaea, then eukarya. Morphological and genetic features. Prokaryotic cell structures are yes, bacteria, archaea also yes, and eukarya also. Eukarya is no. DNA present in covalently closed and circular form, yes, in bacteria, and yes in archaea, but no in eukarya. Membrane enclosed nucleus cell wall is absent in bacteria, absent in archaea, and present in eukarya. Histone proteins present is not present in bacteria, present in archaea, and present in eukarya. Now come to cell wall. Cell wall present muramic acid present in bacteria, muramic acid absent in archaea, and muramic acid is absent in eukarya. Ribosome mass, that is 70S. 70S is in bacteria, 70S in archaea, 80S in eukarya. An initiator tRNA in bacteria, formyl methionine, archaea methionine, and eukarya methionine. Introns in most GHIS, in bacteria no, in archaea no, and also eukarya no. Sorry, okay. No, eukarya is yes. Operons is bacteria yes, archaea yes, eukarya no. Capping and poly A telling of mRNA, that is no in bacteria, no in archaea, no in eukarya. Yes in eukarya. Now come to plasmids. Plasmids, yes in bacteria, yes in archaea, and rare in eukarya. Now come to diphtheria toxin. Ribosome sensitivity to diphtheria toxin no, archaea yes, eukarya yes. RNA polymerases 1/4 subunits, several 8 to 12 subunit each, and eukarya 3, 12 to 14 subunit each. And transcription factors required is no in bacteria, yes in archaea, yes in eukarya. Promoter structure 10 to 35 sequence. Pre-now box. Tata box in archaea, Tata box in eukarya. Now come to sensitivity to chloramphenicol and streptomycin and kanamycin. Yes in bacteria, no in archaea and no in eukarya. Physiological or spatial structures. Methanogenesis is no in bacteria, yes in archaea, no in eukarya. Disseminative reduction, yes in bacteria, yes in archaea and no in eukarya. Now come to H2S, H2S or Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus or nitrification. Nitrification is yes in bacteria, no in archaea and no in eukarya. Nitrification yes in bacteria and archaea, no in eukarya. Nitrogen fixation yes in bacteria, yes in archaea and no in eukarya. Chlorophyll based photosynthesis is yes in bacteria, yes in archaea and yes in chloroplast. Eukarya. Rhodopsis, rhodopsin based energy metabolism, yes in bacteria, yes in archaea and no in eukarya. Now come to chemolithotropy, that is Fe and H2, iron, sulfur and hydrogen ion, uh, hydrogen. It's yes in bacteria and archaea, no in eukarya. Gas vesicles is present in bacteria and archaea but not present in eukarya. Now come to strategies of cell division. The flow of metabolites and timing of the individual activities be intricately coordinated so that is lead to the orderly process of cell duplication. The processes that take place during the cell division are the coordination of chromosome replication with formation of a division septum, the production and activity of various proteins essential to the cell division process and regulation of these events. The cell wall peptidoglycan of E. coli and other gram-negative bacteria is extended by a process of intercalation of new wall materials by numbers of enzymes. At a point, a series of events results in the cells. The ring structure of and its component parts are called a division. The cell division can be inhibited without disrupting the continued linear elongation of the cell. The action of cell beta-lactam antibiotics directly affect the process of cell division can result in the formation of filaments lacking separation. The proposed steps in the cell division in E. coli involved in three main groups of enzymes. The first group contains enzymes that form the peptidoglycan succulus around the growing cells. The absence of modifying activities, this set of enzymes produces the minimum amount of peptidoglycan needed to completely surround the cell. That is, it produces spherical cells that enlarge without division. The second group's modifying reactions contains, for example, the rod A PBP2 system that results in the development of a cylindrical shape to the peptidoglycan succulus. These functions must be activate over the entire surface because pre-existing cylindrical surfaces are converted to spherical surfaces after inactivation of either of these two gene products. Also, a spherical surface formed in the absence of these products is replaced by or converted to a cylindrical surface after reactivation of this system. The third group responsible for cell division through the formation of new septation sites acts periodically and I confined confined to the site of separation at the cell surface. A switch to formation of the type of peptidoglycan required for septation overlaps in the E. coli cell cycle. Inhibition by beta-lactam agents gives rise to long multinucleate non-septate filaments. Switching from cell elongation to septum formation may result from the change in the relative availability of the different peptide chains required by the two complete competing systems. This penicillin binding protein FTSI SL is a late recruit to the division site and its septal location is dependent on interaction with FTSZ, FTSA, FTSQ and FTSL as well as intact membrane anchor. The FTSZ protein acts at an early stage of the septation process. FTSZ is a Mg-dependent GT page dispersed throughout the cell. Just prior to the onset of special invagination, FTSZ is recruited from the cytoplasm to the division site. The cell division does not take place until a round of replication has been completed. The cell division is triggered by events that occur at or near the termination of replication. The most important of these is decatenation of the replicated chromosome. The separated chromosomes are then partitioned into the two daughter cells. Division cells subsequently division occurs subsequent Division occurs subsequent to or simultaneously with partitioning. In E. coli, several enzymes appear to participate in dissolving chromosome dimers formed during replication. Two site-specific recombinases, XERC and XERD, act in concert at a site near the terminus of chromosome replication. Stress response. The ability of microbes to sense and respond to impromptu alterations in the environment is crucial to their survival. In reality, conditions that allow for maximal growth rates outside the laboratory are few and far between. As a result, most bacteria live in a constant state of stress. Osmotic stress and osmoregulation many bacteria. Osmotic stress and osmoregulation will know. Many bacteria, hypertonic and hyperosmotic conditions result in water loss from the cytoplasm, causing the cell to shrink. Hypotonic or hypoosmotic conditions result in an influence of water into the cytoplasm, which causes the cell to swell and perhaps burst in a process referred to as osmotic lysis. Microbial membranes are freely permeable to water and therefore water inside the cell is essentially at equilibrium with the outside of the cell. Microbes with cell walls can and do maintain a high cytoplasmic solute concentration relative to the outside. The most rapid response to this osmotic upshock is an increase in K-ion influx through at least three uptake systems in E. coli, Salmonella, and Enterica and other bacteria. Many microbes also accumulate the disaccharide trehalose as a compatible solute in response to osmotic stress as well as starvation, thermal stress, and desiccation stress. Complex sugars known as membrane-derived oligosaccharides found in the periplasm of gram-negative bacteria can reduce by growth in conditions of low osmolality. Aerobic to anaerobic transitions. Facultative microorganisms such as E. coli and S. enterica are capable of modifying their metabolism to accommodate growth under either aerobic or anaerobic conditions. The transition between aerobic and anaerobic metabolism is accompanied by alterations in the rate, route, and efficiency of paths of electron flow. Under anaerobic conditions without alteration, alternate electron acceptors, pyruvate is converted to format acetate or ethanol, carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas. Obligate anaerobic lack both superoxide dismutase and catalase that deal with reactive oxygen species, thus oxygen is toxic to them. Example: Clostridium microaerophils or capnophils only grow is low concentration of oxygen, like Campylobacter jejuni, Neisseria gonorrhea, Streptococcus, like this. Most bacteria grow in ranges between 0.85% sodium chloride, physiological saline, and 3.5% sodium chloride, seawater. Most microorganisms are non-halophile, like E. coli is salt intolerant. Halophiles grow in extreme high salt environment. Halobacterium grow best in environment having 18% salt concentration. Acidophiles, that is Lactobacillus or Thiobacillus thioxidans, maintain an internal pH of 6.5 over an external range 1 to 5.0 neutrophils. E. coli cannot withstand pH condition greater than 8 or below 4.5 alkalophiles, that is Bacillus alkaligenes facicalis and Vibrio cholerae maintain internal pH of 9.5 over an extreme pH range 9 to 11. Thermal stress and heat shock response upon a shift from 30 to 42 degrees centigrade, E. coli and other bacteria transient increase the rate of synthesis of a set of proteins called heat shock proteins, HSPS. Many of these HSPS are required for cell growth or survival at more elevated temperatures, thermotolerance. There are nearly 50 heat shock inducible proteins identified in E. coli. They can be subdivided into those regulated by alternative factors and two component regulatory systems. Thank you. Completed.